Hello, my name na Dr. Brown Hilda Santo. I be a doctor wey dey practice for the United States of America. I come today because I want to talk to una about this coronavirus disease wey get am out here when they call and say COVID-19. I go start by giving una my background. I be doctor wey specialize for internal medicine, for pulmonary medicine wey involve treating lung disease them, and for critical care medicine wey involve treating sick patient them for hospital, especially when they can't enter for intensive care unit, what we call them for say ICU for short form. Make we first talk about what even be this coronavirus. Coronavirus not just some germ. These germs they so it most of the time it cause now which would call and say common cold. If it cause you cough, if it cause catarrh, if it cause sore throat, and they get different type them for this coronavirus. But this particular type where they now so where they affect people them for all over the world. Now serious one. They be first learn about this coronavirus now for December of 2019. And it be starting for some city where they call and say Wuhan for China. And so that COVID-19, it means a coronavirus disease 19 from that 2019. Now, how man fi catch this disease, this coronavirus? The main way the way coronavirus, if it enter our body, now if you breathe them in. If some person cough around you or sneeze around you, and you breathe in the virus way there for air, you feel sick. If you touch surface where some person don't where get coronavirus don't touch them, and then you touch your face, if you also cause you for sick. That virus they so they think say if you even stay for air for even for 3 hours. So if you pass around some place where some man cough or sneeze, if you catch that disease. They also think say the virus fee stay for surface. If you touch some place, if you stay for there for between 1 and even 3 days, and you feel if you touch and you touch your face, you feel get the disease. Besides breathing in the disease, where they call one way of transmitting the disease. Another way where they talk about a fecal oral route or route, depending on which part of the world you're there and how you pronounce them. If you go use bathroom, clean up yourself well, wash your hand fine. You touch on surface, so other man touch your face, or you salute some person, or you even yourself you take your hand touch your face, or well, in this case, touch or give them for some other person because you already get them. And that person now touch your face and he breathe them in, he will catch that disease. Now, how if you prevent forget this disease? They advise everybody say may they wash their hand plenty. You wash your hand for at least 20 seconds. And even if you not get watch for look time, they tell you say may you sing happy birthday twice. By the time you finish that happy birthday that second time, it means you don't wash that hand fine. They also advise everybody say may you no go outside, may you should don't for house, may you not be around people the way they around baby crowd, people the way they go party or na market or na church. You feel should don't for your house, you pray, God go still hear you. And if you get for go outside, make you try for stay away from people them. They advise and say make you stay 2 meters or 6 feet. And the reason they talk on that because if some person cough or sneeze, that virus will spread so for outside view up to 6 feet. So now the advice that way would give for everybody say, try for wash your hand, try for stay for house. If you get for cough, no cough for inside your palms them. You feel cough inside your elbow instead. Now, we don't talk about how a person feel get this disease. We don't talk about how you feel prevent from getting the disease. more also talk about what be some of the symptoms then where if you get this disease, where if you get them, where go make you know say this way you don't get that disease. So especially if you don't go for crowded place or you dey around some person where it is sick, or you don't go corner some person where it is sick. You fit start get cough, you fit start get fever, you fit get sore throat. Some people they fit get diarrhea. Your body fit dey hurt you. You fit just feel tired. And then in some cases, then you fit start get difficulties for breathe. You fit start you feel like so you no get enough air. And even with this, they advise you say may you stay for house when you the sick, so that may not go give the sick for other people. Then, but if you start to feel like so you no feel breathe, now time that for go hospital. So that may they check you, make sure say if your oxygen low some way, then they feel give you oxygen, and then decide what else way they go do depending on how you look, how the sick don't they catch you. Now which kind of person figures this disease? Anybody figure them, any age figure them, any race, whether it be black man or you be white man, or some rumor be done they go around say black man they get the disease. Nah lie, black man figure the disease. Sometimes they were young people they be feel say the people rumor to be they go around say when you're young you know if you get the disease. Nah lie, it no matter any age you figure the disease. In fact, few young people don't even get the disease and even die. Now, having said that, some people then they where they be more vulnerable for get this disease. Old people them where their age be more than 60 years old. People the way they get other chronic health problem them like heart disease, lung disease, diabetes, cancer, or if you get any other disease where it make your immune system weak. This group of people, the one I just mentioned them, if they get this disease, they feel sick, and if they're sick, now that one they end up for what you would call and say intensive care unit, and sometimes then they go to fight for their life. Now the question we'll get and I say, will get any treatment for this disease? Like most virus them, what they do, they call and say symptomatic treatment. Symptomatic treatment and supportive treatment just means say, if you get cough, they give you cough medication. If you get fever, they say may you take acetaminophen. Acetaminophen are Tylenol, and for Africa they call and say paracetamol. They advise say make you not take ibuprofen or Motrin or medication the way it belong to this same group like the ibuprofen, where they call it for NSAID, where NSAID stand for non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, because if you worsen this disease. Now, for some places and where they, if you don't enter for intensive care unit, or we don't see and say your disease really, it don't hold your body strong. If this sick don't enter your body strong, some few medications and then now they try them. Chloroquine and hydroxychloroquine are one of them. Chloroquine and malaria medication where they use them for Africa. Hydroxychloroquine that they use them for Wyman country, for some other diseases like lupus and rheumatoid arthritis. Sometimes they combine this chloroquine with some antibiotics where they call and say azithromycin. Other medications and they remdesivir and tocilizumab, that they use that medication them for cases and where it's severe. And some of these patients then they end up for breathing machine. And we know say for Africa, even oxygen sometimes forget them for hospital na luxury. We not get plenty intensive care unit them. And for year for developed countries them, even the intensive care unit them, it's not easy sometimes for take care of this patient them. So I the one stress the importance for prevention. For Cameroon, we used to say prevention is better than cure. That is very true for this situation. Vaccine not there for this medication, for this for this virus. And treatment up to now would still trying a treatment them. Now true say people then they would be a BB book where they do research for see whether vaccine fit dey. Vaccine go take at least 1 year, if not more. And even medication them, this medication that I don't name them, we just try and error. We don't know if it really work or it need to work. So I dey beg my mommy, my papa them, my brothers, my sisters them, picking them, make una take this disease serious. Especially for Africa. When I see how even for white man country, that they fight for people that they fight for even control the disease, way no day. People that they die for Italy, for Spain, for America. Imagine this in a country then where they get very good healthcare system. They get well-trained doctors. They get everything where they want them or everything where they need them, but they still fight. Then how of Africa? So I dey plead una, this disease is there for real. This disease no black man, no white man, no poor man, no rich man, no small pikin, no old man. But old people them and sick people them, they fit be the sickest one them. And even the young people them, if you get the disease, you only get a mild symptoms them, and you go now call a grandmammy or grandpapa or some sick person, you give the disease, and that person go sick then die. Them not finding that. So more be very aware. And some people then where they get this disease, they don't even know so they get the disease. They need to get them any symptom. Now the good thing, if at all any good thing, then I say this disease there, so 80% of people there they get this disease, they get only mild symptom them, which means that they feel you get some fever, a catarrh, cough, their body go ache. Just for a few days, then they go they fine. But 20% of these people then so they end up for hospital. And of that 20%, them 10% then they end up for intensive care unit. And about half of that people they end for intensive care unit, they end up for breathing tube, machine breathe for them. And so one that they end up, not only their lungs they get problem with pneumonia, their kidney they get problem, their liver they get problem, so one that they end up for dialysis, so one they need medication and for keep their blood pressure up. So people that is sick, some people that to that point where they go even die. So I beg una, what if be the take home message where one person today? Prevention, prevention, prevention. Try for shidon for house. No go outside except you really have to. Try for be for distance if you get for go outside. No dey around people them. If you want cough inside your elbow. No cough for your hand. Wash your hand and fine many times a day. If you go out and you come back for house, wash your hand. Try for the avoid for touch your face. If you go for toilet, you go use toilet, you wash your hand. So I just want come today for talk for una, for plead una say, make we be very, very careful. Make we take advice from our local authorities them. This coronavirus where they cause COVID-19, na bad virus. Plenty people they go die. Plenty people that already die all over the world. And I the pray say make Africa, make Cameroon, make some other places than for Africa where we not even get oxygen, no get this disease. So I want thank una and I want pray say make una listen to this advice and make una take care of una self.